Hello and welcome to PBC News. Our headlines for tonight. Local diva and fashionista Rarity suffered a blow to her credibility today after sporting an unusually shit hat. Onlookers described the garment as most foul and commented that she should get a new job. Hundreds of bits worth of rock was reported missing last night after a break-in at the Ponyville Municipal Quarry. The owner and proprietor, Tom, said he was displeased. An investigation is underway. In other news, local baker and party planner Miss Pinkamena Diane Pye was almost killed in a rock slide that she herself built on the outskirts of Ponyville. As a means of precaution, the area has been closed off to the public, and Miss Pye has had her rock slide building license revoked for 14 months. No further charges have been made. And now, bronies, the strange phenomenon of adult men who like My Little— Oh, fuck off, not another one. Fucking ruining everything, why can't they just stay on the internet where they belong? Jeez. Have you ever had a thing that you really dig, like a movie or a TV show, and you want your friends to like it too, so you show it to them, and you watch their face intently, and wait for them to give a hint in their expression as to their overall impression of a given thing, and if they seem to like it, you're elated to ridiculous degrees, and if they seem to dislike it, you pounce on them like a hungry dog, with a plethora of reasons why it's good, I swear, it gets better, no, don't go! And out of guilt, your friend agrees to give it another shot, even though they kinda don't like it at all. That's this episode. Except Pinky isn't really paying attention to her friend's reactions until the end. Which is understandable, just in case anyone thought I was about to complain about it, because if there's one thing this episode lacks, it's things I didn't like. So let's start off at the beginning, because I'm not clever enough to structure my videos in any other way. Oh look, Pinky has lots of candy! That's amazing. So Pinky's sister Maud is coming to town. Apparently Pinky doesn't like the other ones, because they were more into jazz. And she's making all this candy for her. How sweet. You know, I wonder if Pinkie Pie is actually Kirby. She seems to be able to eat a ridiculous amount of food in the blink of an eye, and she never seems to put on any weight. Either that or she's made of rubber. So the next day they set up a picnic in preparation for Maud's arrival, and holy shit, the news was right. Stupid hat. Stupid hat. Stupid hat. What are those, ice cubes? Solidified cum crystals? I wouldn't know! I'm not in the business of making stupid hats! Oh hey, it's all the pets again. But no Spike. I ain't got a joke for that, that's just an observation. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Then we're introduced to Maud. And my god, this character. She is hooves down, absolutely good. She likes rocks. I admire her enthusiasm for them. Rocks are good. As you can probably tell, Maud Pie is not very talkative. Her character is written with a lot of dry humor. So dry. Dry like rocks. Oh goodness, she's cute. Look, she's giving her pet rock Boulder a bite of her sandwich. At that point I knew, well really I knew almost immediately, that she was not being nasty or stuck up, she was just horribly socially inept. Kinda similar to Pinkie Pie, in the way that she has a hard time reading people. Or, wait. No, that's not it. She can read them all fine, it's just that she doesn't know how to show her emotions, through her expressions and overall demeanor. I wonder if she wants to. She says she likes expressing herself through fashion and poetry. Does she perhaps desire to be more extroverted, like her sister? I don't know, and I don't think I'm supposed to be able to know. But she is fascinating. Honestly, when people say she's boring, I have no idea what they must be thinking. What, you hate monotone voices? Do geology enthusiasts bother you? Are you really that shallow? How can you dislike her? She eats rocks. She eats rocks. She eats them. She throws rocks. She annihilates rocks. She rocks. Maud Pie rocks. Not just as one of the funniest characters in the entire show, but as a really good sister character for Pinkie Pie. I mean, think about the way Pinky reacts to her. She finds everything about her is awesome, even though on the surface it doesn't seem like that's the case. She seems rather bland. The main five have a hard time finding the awesomeness about Maud that Pinky sees, but that's because it's a deep sisterly connection. Pinky isn't just being crazy and wacky like normal, seeing fun where there really isn't any, like when she overreacted to the used patio furniture sale. It's more real than that. Like I said at the beginning, it's like equating Maud to a show you're a fan of. You want your friends to be a fan of the show too, but they get bored because it has a slow start. But you know that there's a lot more to it than meets the eye, and you get sad like this when you find out that it just isn't gonna happen. It's a little different with a sister though. Maud and Pinky must have had a very close childhood. They kinda remind me of the relationship between me and my brothers. All three of us used to be very shy in social situations. We were all Maud, basically. We didn't know how to express ourselves. Many times when I've been in a slightly awkward conversation with someone, they say a funny thing and I politely smile to acknowledge it. But it doesn't look like I'm smiling. In fact, my face looks like this. I was so unable to smile on command that it looks like I was entirely uninterested, which gave them the impression that I didn't like them, which made the situation even more awkward. Inside, I kinda wanted to be more social than I was, but that never really translated onto the outside. Nobody ever knew that I wanted to talk to them. My brothers are still a bit more Maudish than I am. Except when we're together by ourselves. Then we're all more like Pinkie Pie. We're shouting and laughing and having a swell old dang old time, and we're only like that because we're so shy and we have trouble making friends. So most of the time we only had each other, and as a result we naturally grew close. Much in the same way Pinkie probably did with her sisters. Living on a lonely rock farm with nobody else around, they had to become close. Maud's a little different from me and my brothers though. Even when she's with Pinky, she's still very reserved, but the connection between the two is beautiful. I mean, look at this scene on the train. Pinky's sad, Maud is sad, and they comfort each other. That's it. No jokes, no real exposition, no nothing, just a hug. It's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a lovely sibling dynamic. Okay, let's go back a little, because I'm stupid. The main six express their inability to be friends with Maud to Pinky and her hair flops. Not all the way though. See this face? She's fighting the insanity. That's cool. So she didn't go full party of one, but she does go a little crazy by making an obstacle course that anyone could see would not do anything to help everybody get along. A lot of times Pinky has a strange out there response to a problem, and despite it not making any sense at first, it all ends up working anyway because she's Pinkie Pie. That's just how it works. Here though, her solution is weird even for her. There's no way I can see them becoming friends by going through all this. Twilight likes reading books, not smashing through them. Applejack likes making applesauce, not sliding through it. Rarity likes making dresses, not jumping into piles of fabric. Fluttershy likes caring for animals, not playing with them. I mean, at least not playing poker. That seems like it would be a bit too intense for her to enjoy. Is this a look into the way Pinky sees her friends? That wasn't even part of my point. My point was, her zany solution to the problem nearly got herself killed, and Maud had to save her, because apparently Twilight couldn't levitate the giant boulder in time. I guess Maud moves faster than she can think, further solidifying the fact that Earth ponies are the best kind of ponies. Yeah, it's racist, what of it? Saying you prefer tabby cats to Siamese cats is also racist. Then Maud, feeling that Pinky might get worse, decides to set things straight, and in order to not make people feel more awkward than they already are, she decides to head home early. Oh man, Maud, you're so cool, and selfless and understanding and best pony. So they go on the train and oh look, the others are already there. How?
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
I like that this wasn't an episode about how you should change yourself in order to make friends. Maud is hard to get to know, and she stays that way. It's all about the main six coming to terms with the idea that not everybody is compatible. Sometimes you'll meet a person that you just cannot gel with, but if you focus on what you have in common, you may be able to become acquaintances? You know, I don't even know. I don't think anybody knows anymore. I watched, what's his face? This guy, olive oil, and he said the moral doesn't make sense. You know what? He's right. I don't get it. Well, what is supposed to be if this happened? Has Pinky learned nothing? Yes, she learned that they don't get along, but they became friends anyway, so I guess they do. He's right. I don't get it, actually. I'm putting this in later. I realised, and after watching his video. You know what, though? Shit moral. I don't care, though. Because... And then transition back to video. Ah, fuck it. Maud was great. The rest of them were great. It was a great episode. Pinky and Maud were cute together. The jokes were amazingly dry and awesome. It's one of my favorites. This episode makes my dick rock hard. Now, let's see if that brony story's finished so I can get back to not working. Impaled in the groin. That's all for tonight. Check back tomorrow at 10 o'clock, where we will be interviewing Jesse Wood, fat faggot extraordinaire, on his thoughts on the brony community. Until then, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for watching and goodbye. Fucking hell, it never ends. Bronies have no right to be on TV. And now the weather forecast. People living here will drown. At least I got Fanart. It's always nice to see me drawn by another person. I always say if my videos inspire people to draw a character I created, that person is undoubtedly cool. So, yeah. I'll see you next time.